Hello guys, I'll be showing us how to make a DIY softbox using any waste carton box, aluminum foil, adhesive glue, bulb, tape measure, sellotape, and a diffuser for our light so that our light can be soft. In this case, the diffuser is going to be a tracing paper. Alright, so we'll begin by cutting our carton box into usable parts by removing all the parts that we don't need. Make sure you cut off all the unusable parts. Then you can measure and divide it into half. In this case, this is 32 inch, so we'll be dividing it into 15.5 inches. So we have 4 equal parts for our soft box. A cutter would have been easier to use, but I didn't have time to acquire one, so I used what I had. When you're done cutting into 4 equal sides, you need to remove all the part that is damaged, all the part that is not usable. In this case, I will measure 16 inch to remove the part that is damaged at the bottom of my carton box. Do the same for all the 4 pieces, remove all the unusable parts. When done, you will need to make a trapezium shape from all the 4 pieces of the carton box. In this case, the front side will be 16 inch, and I'll want to make sure that the back side is half the front, which is 8 inch. To acquire this, I'll need to minus or subtract 4 inch at each end at the back, 4 inch at the top, 4 inch at the bottom, to make sure that I remain with 8 inch at the center. Then I'll connect the 8 inch mark to the 16 inch mark at the front. Draw a line. A ruler would have been helpful, but in this case, after marking and connecting the 16 inch mark to the 8 inch mark at the back, you can go ahead and cut. Then you realize you have a trapezium shaped carton. You repeat the same for all the 4 pieces of the carton box that you have at hand. 16 inch at the front, 8 inch at the back. To get the 8 inch at the back, you need to minus 4 inch at each end. Draw a line and then cut. For the last time, front 16 inch, back 8 inch. You can use whatever inches you want to use, but make sure the back is half the front. Connect it with a mark or a line and then cut. That way we'll be having a trapezium. Repeat the same for all the 4 pieces of the carton box at hand. When done, you will need to cover all trapezium shapes with aluminum foil Cover the inside part of the trapezium shapes with aluminum foil. Measure and cut for each of the 4 trapezium shapes. Once done, you will use the adhesive glue to attach the aluminum foil to the carton box to have something like this. Repeat the same for all the 4 pieces of the trapezium shapes. Once done, you will need to create a joint to attach them together. In this case, we'll be using another carton box. Once done, I use a sellotape to attach and hold them firmly into place as the adhesive dries. Repeat the same for all the parts and all the joints. As for the last piece of trapezium, I already attached the joints for easy connection. The sellotape will help us hold the edges firm together. We'll need to create our base at the back. Here we'll need another carton box. At this point I'm very tired, so I'll measure it this way and cut. We'll then need to make a hole for our bulb holders. If you don't have one, you will need 1 or 2, like in this case I needed 2. Now as we edge to the last stretch, cover it very well with aluminum foil. And reinforce it and hold it in place with a sellotape. For the last part we'll need to use the tracing paper. In this case I folded it into 2. So we'll be using 2 pieces of tracing paper as a diffuser to make sure that our light is soft and is not harsh on the skin. Attach it into place with the sellotape. After this, we'll need to put our bulbs to the bulb holders so we can test our finished product. And here we go, guys.